Getting better than ever. It is 6:28, and I'm just telling y'all a reminder. I'm gonna be recording some MLP for all you juicy wee pleasures. This stream isn't gonna be too long, and y'all probably like, why the hell are you streaming 20 videos a damn day? I mean, I'm bored, and whenever I don't have shit to do, I get bored. And y'all probably like, where all your MT went? I tell y'all stories, right? How I purchased a lot of fucking packs. Yeah, that's what happened. Packs were purchased, okay?
And he pulled a diamond out.
Oh my god, I wasn't even talking to this sick son of a bitch. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Sometimes I'll just be lonely. Last night, I watched some dude pull a diamond LeBron, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious. I was kind of pissed. So you know me whenever I'm pissed. And I opened 2 or 3 packs, I cannot remember. By the end of the night, I had ended up like opening 8 or 6, 7 or 8 packs. Did I get shit? No, I didn't. My best pull was a LeBron James. I was just playing, it was nowhere near LeBron. It was a fucking Chris Paul. So whenever that refresh hits, oh yeah, I missed out on a Draymond trade last night. A free Draymond Green. I went on it, clicked on it, and then it said, you're welcome, Cecily got it. Turns out it was a Clay. 8 Mile Winky Fat. Ugh, you have Winky Fat? I'm gonna go this whole stream without cussing. I might tell y'all some story times and holla queens. Mama's cooking chicken and collard greens to her. I kind of want to just start telling hella stories, but it's not really worth it. Damn, I missed out. I'm about to be the best of them all. I'm very I'm gonna tell a story, but I need to think, because I mean, all my stories are really personal. I don't even got that many stories. The time a girl touched my jiggling jacks. I'm joking, that's kind of nasty.
My toes.
Oh yeah, oh shit, my butt cheeks are flapping. Sorry, I spilled my Gatorade. Sorry guys.
You said you were gonna go.
PHA. I wish I had more stories though. Like I know hella people that would be like, they can just talk all day. All day. A lot of people, I think I cheesed the hell out of this, but I didn't. This is all my makings. First off, Dwight Howard, I made him young again. And I made a couple trades. I didn't know this man's an old man. Well, I wish I could tell y'all a story, but I just can't think of it. Okay, there was a time I almost got stabbed. But I mean, I don't know if I would have said that it was the time I almost got stabbed, because I don't know if he was playing. There's been multiple times dogs have been chasing me, so I'm gonna tell that story possibly. I know it's not a lit story. Don't laugh at it. But okay, I'm gonna tell you it. I was balling. Came from the yeah, y'all already know the story. I was walking to my friend's house with some kid. I happen to know this kid really well. He's kind of fat now, but I'm just joking. All right, we and this kid, right? We're walking to a friend's house, and this is the funniest goddamn story. Me and him are listening to some song by Rich Homie Tron or something. I don't know what we was doing. We was listening to music, right? And we kept being so paranoid that a dog was gonna get on us. And I remember a dog got on us and was like, "Row, row, row. My name is T, and soon you will see. If you want to beat me, eat a fat, juicy wee-wee." This dog was so scary. I mean, you wouldn't understand how scary this damn dog was. I mean, like, this was a big white dog, and it kind of looked like my dog, but no, it wasn't. And we were walking, and we almost got halfway there. And we turn around. We're just gonna call this kid Red Mac. Me and Red Mac, let's just call him that, we're walking. And we had saw the dog. And he told me there's a dog chasing after us. And what do you think I'm gonna say? I was like, you gotta be joking. I didn't believe him because I don't believe a lot of shit this kid says. And my happy ass turns around to actually see a dog right there, and I was scared out of my mind. We run, and two girls were driving by, and I happened to know one of the girls in the car. And they were laughing their asses off at us, and I was like, what the hell? You can't help us? Give us a ride? Them bitches just stared at us like we was some kind of fucking clown doing a joke for the kids. I was sitting there like, I'm about to fucking die. Okay? You need to understand that I'm finna die. You're just gonna drive past me like, hey, you're about to fucking die. That's hilarious. My happy ass is almost halfway down the road, and then we turn the corner and the dog's gone. And me and him haven't been the same since. But look, we turn that corner one more time, and we see him sitting on the grass chewing on his bone. So what do? We try to be stealthy, like we're the dumbasses that don't know dogs can sniff really fucking good. My happy ass gets so far to my house, and we get in that house, and then this is the funniest part. This dog didn't want to bite us, he just wanted to play. So I'm looking out the window, and some dude is scared at it. You know how me and this kid were scared of shit? The dude was scared out of his mind because the dog was in front of him, and then ran up and started licking him. And then I felt dumb as shit. So now I'm thinking, we're little bitches for this. And this is just a funny little story. It's not one of my big juicy stories that I will not be sharing.
Bernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Shut your ass up.
You're watching
Before I tell your embarrassing story. So goddamn embarrassing. Alright. Y'all ever stole something that y'all should not have stole? Well, I got a story for you. One time, I was eating an apple at Subway. I'm just joking. One time, I stuck it to the stove. My mom was like, get whatever you want, honey. I could have got one thing. She said, get one little cheap thing. I wanted two things. I wanted some Mentos and a bottle of something. It was Monster or something. And I couldn't get both, so she was like, make a choice. So I get the Monster. And I shoved the Mentos up my ass. And it hurt so bad. Cut the light off. I'm sitting here like... And I was a little kid back then, so y'all can't be like, I'm causing the coppers. I was just a kid, alright? Oh, by the way, I'm about to do my career. This is how you do a My Legend mode. Okay, now look. Everybody's like, hey, hey. At their house probably right now. This was scary for me because, I mean, it hurt. And like the little aluminum in the wrapper was starting to cut. And I was like 7. I didn't have a funny, shut up. It was funny because I was a little ass kid. And somebody was like, somebody noticed it, but I don't know what they said. They didn't say nothing. So we get in the car, and I sit down, and I open it, and it smells like shit. She said, where'd you get that from? And then she took it from me and said, these are some shitty stories, by the way. And took it back, and I got my ass whooped. That's all. I'm trying to think of some good ones. Okay, I don't tell a lot of elementary stories, but here is one. Okay, I was at school. I can't let y'all hear that, or my happy ass is gonna get copyrighted. Okay, why is it on custom for asshole's sakes? My little cousin is taking a shit. Bro, but look, alright, here's the actual story. No lies. I'm in class. This is the time I almost got suspended. And it was bullshit because, okay, I almost got suspended. Man, that little 2K song's about to make me lose the tip. God, oh, I actually won it? How? Okay, I actually got suspended I was about to get kicked out of school possibly. It was elementary school. And you already know how I be rocking on elementary school. I was the baddest little ass. I have so many elementary schools stories. I could just talk all day about these shits. Okay, now, what I had done was I didn't do it, okay? A kid and me, the baddest kid in the school, by the way, like, you can ask anybody who the baddest kid in the school is. There was a few that stood out, but at the end of the day, everybody would end up saying that same name. And it wasn't me. I was in the top five, like that song by Drake. And you see, I know I'm blogging with the white, but I just didn't know what to do at this moment. So what I said, it was in class. A teacher just moved me, and a little badass is already starting off at 7 a.m. Okay, the way the classes were set up back in the day is at the end of the day, you would have 2 periods. Nowadays, if you're in elementary school and you're listening to this story, y'all's periods are probably different. Y'all probably go to 1 every day. We went to, I think, 2 of our little special classes, like art. We went to art and gym that day. Now, this was back in the day, so with that being said, we went to art first thing. And it would be switched up. Sometimes we go to music, sometimes we go to gym first. It would just be switched up, and it's way different nowadays. But that's just how it was. And we were going to art. And this kid was so proud of his pet. He painted a little crocodile. He was so proud of that little crocodile. And the little badass, at 7 a.m., we just get back to class, and he's already stealing stuff. He stole the goddamn crocodile, and the only way they caught him was they looked in his book bag, and he kept swearing to G, because they knew it was him. Even if they found evidence that it wasn't him, it was him. We don't give a damn. We could find out it was the goddamn teacher smoking crack. It would still be him. It's just funny because there's no way out of it for this kid because he's just so bad. What the fuck is that lyric? And what happened is this is not how I got suspended, but this has a lot to do with it. The kid steals the crocodile, and keep in mind, this is one of my best friends. Like, me and him had a little gang, and we were all like bad kids, and I was like one of his best friends, and I sat by him in class, and he tries to drag me into this mess and be like, it wasn't me, was it? And I said, oh, I don't know. And he said, you know what, you dick, you watch out. He told me that. He said, watch out for myself. So now I'm like, what you mean, watch out? Because trust me, I'm not scared of this dude. Just because he's a kid and he thinks he's badass, I'm not scared of his little wretched ass. Now look, he says shit. He's talked a lot of shit. But he said this time, you supposed to be in my gang. So you take the blame. Because I'm the leader of this shit. And I said, I ain't taking this shit. But then we got back on his cool side, right? And then the next period we in class. And he happens to say a cut. This is in like first, second grade. So, I mean, you can get in big trouble. But don't take it. This is just a big day of me getting my ass in trouble. In class, somebody writes on her board a big old turd on the board, like little shit we used to do when we were kids. The badass writes a little turd on the goddamn whiteboard. It's a turd. And I thought, oh my God, I thought me and him were cool now. Because you really think I give a damn what this kid thinks? He's the baddest dumb kid in the school. And he says, he wrote a little big old turd on the board. And he tries his hardest to write it in my handwriting and tries to get my ass in trouble because me and him were in a group together. But he wanted everybody to follow his rules. So now I'm sitting here like, okay. And he writes the turd and tries to make it look on my handwriting. And he writes my name in the same color on the whole other side of the board. So now I'm like, really, dude? And then the teacher says, did you do this? And I said, hell no. I didn't say hell no. Don't even be like that. I would never say that. But I said no. And then she said, come on to the office. We're calling your mom. And you know, in elementary school, whenever those words came out of your mouth, whenever those words come out of the teacher's mouth, that is the worst thing. I mean, we're not talking about in real life, but in like middle school, you're kind of scared. High school, you don't really care. But in elementary school, that was worse than Jesus saying, you're going to hell. That was just the worst thing that could possibly happen. That was some cheese right there, that shot. But, okay, alright, listen. The teacher's like, we're going to call your mom. And I swore it wasn't me. I kept thinking, she said, okay. And she I guess she was one of them nicer teachers. She gave me a second chance. Like, and you know, whatever that teacher gives you a second chance, that is like the holy grail. That is the greatest thing that could ever happen. Unless you're the savage like that. But, I mean, we were kids. This is first, second grade. I don't remember. And I was like, I'm trying my hardest to be good because I know the slightest nudge. And in first and second grade, this was different. We kind of had periods. We went to different teachers. And I don't think elementary schools do that anymore, go to different teachers anymore. But that's just how we were back then. And it was so...
You only go to two teachers?
No, we went to every teacher. And, not in middle school. In high school, I'm talking about elementary school. This is elementary school story, you hear me? Alright, now look, let's get back to the story. We were in the next... I was good that whole class. And this is what... He threw a pencil at another kid. And didn't I already tell y'all that me and him sit by each other in every class? And guess who she suspects? He throws it at one of the other kids. And he throws it and it looks like I threw it. And he's like, let's just call him, my name is T. He said, Ty did. And I was like, who the hell? I did not do that. And I'm one of them kids, if you false claiming, I'm gonna get very upset. Not like, like I'm gonna get angry kinda. Cause I have ADHD. And I'm like, really dude? I didn't do that. And then she said, really? You're really gonna do that? She makes me go in there and talk to the principal for a good 30 minutes. And thank God, but this principal is not nice, okay? She kind of shaped like a man, like built like a testicle, and I'm playing. But I'm throwing up too many shots. Okay, look. She says to me, your mom is a nice lady. She said something like, do you want me to tell her that you're doing all this stuff? No, ma'am, is what I said. And I was trying so hard. I made up the biggest, fattest excuses, but it wasn't me in the inside. Everybody should have known this. And then she was like, I kind of believe you, but knowing me, I actually got away with this, and I don't see how. But she said, it's just a pencil. No, it wasn't a pencil, it was an eraser. She said, it's just an eraser. But if it would have been a pencil, we would have had to call your mom. It was an eraser. It was not a pencil. I just remember now. And you know, I mean, back in the day, erasers were the best thing to throw at the girls. You know what I'm saying? They would have been like, yeah, buddy. Hey. The playground, they had a time and place for everything. Yeah, and I mean everything. But that's kind of off topic. If you're in elementary school and you're going on that playground, just beware. Give it a rebound. Now, I'm just talking about true stuff. And now, the next period, the main thing is, this whole day and that last period in gym is what we're really going to get to. Now, look. We get all the way to, I get to third period, which that was like 4 or 5 periods. That was 5 periods. And this is elementary school, and the periods weren't that long. They were like 45 minutes. And now, well, let's see. The whole entire third period, I didn't get in trouble. So we go into fourth period. Well, it wasn't really called period. They just called it classes. But the next class was where we had lunch. And at lunch, the kid, I sat by him at lunch too, cause y'all know how when y'all were littler kids, y'all had little seating arrangements. Once you get into middle school, high school, you don't really got that. You got different lunch periods. Actually, it's a lot more complicated. But the kid, you know how pop in those little paper bags. If you did that, you were into getting an ass whooping from the teacher. He popped the bag and threw it under my seat. And then the teacher's like, you know what, that is it. I'm sending your mom a note home. And I'm like, no. And she sent I'm not gonna lie, she actually sent the note home. And I didn't notice yet. She never said nothing else about it, so I was thinking I was good. And then back in the classroom, she pulls me out to the side and starts grabbing me and says, why are you doing this? And I told her straight up, I'm not a snitch though. I just said I didn't do it. And you know, if you say I didn't do it, they're gonna be like, yeah, right. They ain't gonna believe you if you say I didn't do it. But yeah, that's that. But in class, she said she's gonna be watching me very carefully. This kid is bad, okay? First of all, before we get to that finale period, don't think this kid is not really super bad. And the teachers didn't find out. I mean, I think they did find out after that finale period. Okay, now listen. We're in the class, and she's looking at me very carefully. She's giving me that little teacher stare. And then the bad kid walks up to the pencil sharpener. And I think he has something stored and planned, because he had a little watch. And this little watch would go off every fucking hour. But if he turned it off, he had to turn it off. He put the thing on my seat, because I believe I went to the restroom actually, and I was outside the hallway talking to the teacher, and the kids were already in the classroom. He put it, wait, no, he didn't put it on my desk. You know what, elementary school, those desks, in middle school, high school, they don't have this. The desks have that little opening, you know what I mean? They have that little opening, oh shit, my butt cheeks. They have that little opening, like. In middle school, high school, they're just desks, they don't have a little opening. He put the red thing in there, behind all my books. The kid was slick, I'm thinking, what? And then the thing goes off, and she said, didn't I tell you to stop with bringing that watch to school? And I thought, you didn't tell me that, you told him that. And he said, so what gave you the nerve to bring a watch to school? And then he said, that's it. I'm sending your mom home. I'm telling your mom. And I was like, whatever. I didn't even care anymore. I already knew my ass was getting whooped from the first one. But then, like, somehow, I found the watch, and it doesn't even say my name on it. So then the teachers are starting to get a little bit more anxious to think, maybe this isn't even this kid, maybe it's the other kid. Which they shouldn't have even gave it any conclusions, any speculations. They should have just known. Now listen, 5th period, this is where the story gets lit. Now this is the scariest. This is also could be into another story time. But I'm in the thing, and we're playing ball, we're playing basketball, but you know, They go, they're gonna be cool and let us play little games. They say run up to the free throw, Jay, but it's closer than the free throw. I hit my shot and everybody's thinking I was the best out there. I was really ass. Like, back in the day, I was ass at basketball. Like, I was a-hole. No, I wasn't a-hole, but I was like the best kid in my class because nobody knew how to hoop. Nobody even knew how to get a former jumper. And I had that little J, that little ugly ass J, bending both knees. But I shot with one hand. I was smooth with it. And everybody looked up because I could actually do it between the legs. And I don't leg grip fucker. But nobody else could do that. And I made my shot. And then this girl said, "You're really good." And then the kid just badass shot. The man shoots it under the rim. And it's worse than an air ball. He says, "Ugh." And the girl says, "You're a-hole." She didn't say "ow." She said, "You're not very good." And the kid's behind me. And you know those little Swiss Army knives? He had it, but it was blue. I've never seen a blue one, but he had a blue one. And he said, "Watch this, watch this." And he acted like he was going to cut people. Oh my God, was I scared. And also, this is where, I think he was getting sick of me because I said, "Get that out of my face." He said, "Okay, you want to play like that?" And he kept fucking with me with his knife, trying to distract me. And then he tries to frame me. He has a little spear knife. This kid has knives everywhere. He gets a little spear knife and throws it out on the gym floor while I am shooting. And nobody else was shooting then on the other goals, but on my goal he throws it. And it looks like it came out of my pocket when I'm walking away. And then the gym teachers asked me, was it mine? Thank God they didn't think it was mine. They didn't know whose it was. And I swear I wasn't even wearing pockets that day. I was wearing basketball shorts that day, and thank God it was the one without the pockets. I said, "How could I hold this?" And they said, "Okay." And they looked at that other kid. They scanned every kid. And I hate to do my boy dirty, because we were still kind of cool like that. And this is the part. Fuck you, Clark. Why you gotta always talk? Oh, he ain't talking. Look, this is the part where I really fucked him up. But, I mean, he framed me. Later that day, the teachers found out. Well, the teachers, the gym coach searched everyone. And it turns out they found his blue Swiss Army knife. And they figured out what this kid's trying to do. Because the turd thing, they figured out it wasn't me because they realized I wasn't even in the class that time. I believe actually with a little paper bag, I don't eat lunch at school. So with that being said, I don't even bring my lunch to school back then. I still don't to this day. I never do. I don't eat lunch. I don't bring my lunch to school. I don't do none of that. So they were like, "How can I do the paper bag?" And then they were like, "Maybe he took it off the plate." But no. The other kid had 2 cookies. He stole one of the cookies, so he was getting in trouble for that anyway. So they thought they started to get this kid in their head. And then the eraser part, it turns out that I didn't even have I kind of got in trouble for this. I had to ask for a pencil later on. I said, "Can I have a pencil?" So how am I going to get no, it wasn't one of them little cap erasers. It was like an eraser off a pencil. He threw it. Props to him for being on time and prepared for class. I'm just joking. But yeah, he ended up going to, I think, he went to some school. He went to alternative school. And I don't know where he is today. I think he might have moved. No, he failed in that grade. He failed that grade. And that's really all there is to that story. But, I mean, this is the moral of the story is, if you and a friend are like bad and he tries to do that to you, he isn't your homie. He ain't a true homie now. I got plenty of stories. I got a story where I was at the bus stop and the cop stopped me, which that was stupid. He just came by and said, "What's up?" And he asked every kid. He said there was a kid that was a grown ass. Oh, this is a different story. I'm gonna bust into this. There was a grown man around this area walking around selling booze to kids. And he went over to us and told us to all walk the line. And I messed up. And then I was like, he's like, "Are you been drinking?" I said, "No, I just don't know how to walk the damn line." But I don't really want to get to that story just yet, because I mean, that's a long story. And maybe I'll find some more stories to come. Later on today, I will definitely think of some. I need some work to do. I'm going to be playing some MLB later. And actually, one time in my little league, I had an L1 for the win. I mean, wasn't nothing too crazy, but it wasn't a buzzer beater. It was 15 seconds. I crossed the dude over and I hit the shot, and then they call foul later. And I'm getting lit. There's like 25 seconds left in the game. The ball game was tied, and I hit that. I surprisingly knocked down the free throw. And then this is little league though, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm fall. And then later on that day, later on, like the next possession, the team bricks, I get the ball, and they fouled. They foul, and the fouling takes forever as we take an L. How many points I have? 44. Hey, man, why'd I shoot those in threes? Well, yeah, that's it. I might be ending the stream off. Let me just see what time it is. Those are not fake stories. Like, I hate people that call me out on this stuff. I mean, oh shoot, I could tell y'all some creepy stories. The one time there was lockdown, right? You about to take a nap? I'm gonna get a nap in. All right, listen. There was a lockdown at our school, right? And the report said that there was a principal said it wasn't that big of a lockdown, but there was a kid by the name of something. This was in some grade. I think it was 5th grade or 6th grade, and the kid by the name of something, and my teacher knew the kid and was scared. She said, "Get on the ground." Had kids hide in the closet, and I don't know why she knew the kid. She was very scared about the event, and see, we cut all the lights off in the school, and I was not a crybaby bitch, okay? But I kind of heard. I believe I heard the guy walking in the bathroom stalls. The dude was a creep. And he was in the girl's stall, and you could hear him like making weird noise like he was raping a girl or some shit. He might have been. You don't know how people are these days, but you see, he was doing something with his girl, and then the teacher was like, "Oh shit." And I was like, "Yeah, buddy, get that shit, boy." And then she was like, "Oh, Tyler." That was my middle name. That's what everybody calls me. How much this noob go for? What the hell? That's what everybody called me back then. And then the teacher says she wants to go out there and check and see what's going on. It turns out that this thing used to live by her, and I guess he was after her. And he was looking for her, but he fought the kid. And see, I'm really tired. I'm gonna finish off some stories later, but I think that might be doing it. I mean, I'm definitely gonna stream some MLB later. I'm definitely gonna stream later. I mean, that's inevitable. And by the next time I stream, I'll have a new diamond player on my team. So yeah, I'll be forward to that. I'll see you guys. Peace. Ineditable. Eat my